Hey guys, this is WhatiF here. Welcome back to World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24 Career Mode for Part 60. We are doing the street stocks again. I was just going to do this all off camera, and I did a race at Fairbury, and I qualified and practiced. Like, oh, it's going to be difficult on the expert difficulty, which is 100. I actually went to my World of Outlaws, like, Dirt Racing 22, like when I booted the game up, I went to my career mode settings I had back then. I had it set to 100, which is basically what expert is. I guess I could put it to 100, like manually, but that's what I had back then. And so, is this game like easier than Woo 22 then? If we're going based on that difficulty, then yes, because most of the series, except for like midgets, were really midgets and micro sprints were like extraordinarily hard on that difficulty, but then the rest I can bump it up even higher than that. So I don't know. The reason why I'm doing this again is because we tied last season, and unless I went back and look at the footage, which actually in Woo 22 when you finish the season, it literally gave you like the entire results of your stats throughout that season. So I don't think this game does, weirdly enough. I don't remember. But we're doing it again just to really prove that even if we didn't win it or won it, I just feel better if we win it. And I think that the season, at the very least, we're not just going to sweep the whole season, so at least be a little bit difficult. So that's what we're doing today. So let's get into Fairbury, and hopefully we have a fair race. I know, good pun. I worked that in. Got the gold time by 2/10, but usually the qualifying time is way higher up, so I guess we'll see what that does. If we win like effortlessly in this, then it's gonna make me look like a liar, and I don't want that. And looking at the times versus my practice run off camera in this race, it's basically the same type of times. There's nothing really different between legend times and expert times versus like the 100 and 105 times. Or I haven't noticed anything. Now, there might be a difference if you try, like, regular expert, but then you try, like, 103, then, yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. But not, like, the difficulty on expert and 100 is the same as it would be, like, on legend and 105. Does that make sense? I don't know. But we qualified 4th, which is not bad. Mikey Thompson might be the one we have to worry about this season, too. I don't know. Usually each season is different. So we will find out today, I guess, or I guess halfway through the season, who our main championship competitors will be. Well, we're starting first in the heat. Maybe we'll win that without much of a problem if that's going to be the case. And that seems to be the case. So, okay, easy dub. I think after the street stock season, I'll try to do like a bunch of off-camera races in the other series on expert, or to really get like a definitive guide to what difficulty to run for each series, so no simpleton will have to, you know, go through the hell that I went through trying to find the balance. So I need to make that as like its own video, like the definitive difficulty guide for in Woo 24 local series edition or something. Because God Almighty, this section should not have taken this long. If this was like a simple game, like, would have like finished all of this up so much sooner. But then it feels guilty then switch it like mid-season, because then we already had like an advantage, so we need an entire clean slate of that difficulty. So if I mess up real early, then it's like it made recording this the biggest pain in the ass I think I've ever had to deal with. Now I'm thinking, like, of all the Let's Plays that I've done, I mean, maybe since like Ignition was very infuriating to figure out like which difficulty to use right off the bat. At least in that game, you only had one series and 2 difficulties to adjust through. Here, there's, what, 6 different series, and there's different difficulty thing. So that's way more obnoxious. I just haven't really experienced anything like this, where it's been one series on experts, like, extremely hard, but then the other one, we just sweep the whole season. It's very difficult to find that right balance. Which, weirdly enough, Woo 22 seemed to have more of that balance, if I remember correctly. I just had it set to 100, and I was pretty much set the whole way through. I never really remember adjusting it, or I don't know, like, I went all the way up to regional, and that was, you know, a lot of episodes, a lot of time, but I definitely didn't spend you know, multiple seasons trying to figure it out. Like, it seemed like whatever we had was it's pretty good. So I don't know, but we're second in this, so I guess that's where we'll finish. We were catching Ned Hill there, but I kind of messed it up. As soon as I start talking, kind of screw it all up. But I was going to try the outside line in that corner too, so Ned Hill kind of thought what I was thinking there. But we'll finish second in a qualifying dash like that. That's actually really good, so I think we'll actually be in pretty good shape for the main. So it seems like we're going to be able to win very easily, which if so, I'm going to be a little salty about that. Running outside. I mean, I guess I could try run the top lane just to see what happens. These cars are kind of big and stocky enough that I think the outside line can work just to kind of try to carry that momentum. I don't know, I guess we'll see and find out. See, he took my... He thought the same thing I was thinking. That cheeky son of a gun. Now we're 3 wide in the middle with Mikey Thompson. Now we're 2 wide again, so... Avoided a lot of stress there. Well, he's just kind of running the top, so I'm just going to run the bottom. I'm going to try my best to not counter-steer, but it's very hard to do that. Because, you know, world's worst dirt racer in the history of YouTube. At it again, smacking the wall off turn forward. I had the lead, and everything was kind of in perfect sailing. So, like, I'm sure if Jim Jones was racing this, he would have fucking got the lead and been perfect. So, I know. Why am I still bringing it? It's been 60. It's officially 60 episodes. I don't know. It's sad even bringing it up now. I'm just saying, like, you know, if he was in my position, he would have gotten the lead in 1, and there would be nothing to even show. But there was a little bit of effort there, but now there's none. So I guess we'll just. I mean, if we're just gonna keep winning, then there's not a whole lot else to show. I think the difficulty too is in Woot 22, if you had it set to max difficulty, it was just almost like impossible to do anything. So then you do bump it down to expert. It was a lot more feasible, but since they dialed it back a little bit, now it's making expert kind of easy. At least that's how it was in 4 of the 6 series. So I don't know. It confuses me. I shouldn't be 60 parts in and still be confused on what difficulty to run. But I still am. And I don't really feel like running a 3rd, 4th, and 5th season to determine, oh, well, this is how I did on 101 difficulty. This is how I did on 102. No one's going to want to sit here and suffer through that. Maybe they'll do that off camera or something. But no way in hell am I going to be doing, like, a season on each of those difficulties and drag this, like, 500-part series even longer. Like, this series is almost going to be borderline as long as, like, One Piece, the anime itself, or the manga, so... I don't personally want to get to that point, but we won. We're good. Move on to the next one, see if that's going to be eventful. If it's not, then there's not a whole lot else to show, unfortunately. Because I'm not going to sit here and bore you with nothing happening. Other than repairing the tires, that's really it. See what we do next race. I know Grant Park was really easy because that's at some point midway through the season or something we swapped the difficulty, so... I know at a certain point it's going to get real easy. I just don't know what the first half's going to be like. We win again. That was my 50th career win. 50 is just a start. Declared Truex Jr. I'm on my way to 500. When I do that, I'm going to play a round of golf with just a 5-iron. Martina Truex is just waifu material. Like, that's who you simp for. And in this universe, she started her dirt racing career when she was, 18? So... She's been racing for, 23 years? So what, is she now considered a MILF? Like 40, late 50s now? Mid-40s? I don't know. I've ran, 24 seasons, so... Yeah, she's technically 42, so definitely in MILF territory now, so... Not bad. I'm just so happy she's gonna golf with a 5-iron. I mean, good luck. I don't know, I feel like that's just a horrible... I mean, does that exist out there? Someone just golfing the entire time with a 5-iron? What would you do in a par 5? You need a bigger club than a 5-iron. I don't know, but she's a badass. That's all we need to know. Oh my god. Video message alert. That's a first. Well, first in a really long time, but I gotta set up everything because it's a process to just turn the volume up. Oh, see, now my TV over there is going up. No, I don't want Rick and Morty to go up. Stop. I'm literally pointing away from the TV. Thank you.
Man, 50 wins. That's unbelievable. How are you winning all these races?
That's 50 wins. A legend in the making. Great job.
50 wins. A legend. Great job.
50 wins. Can't believe it. That's incredible.
Hey, nice win. Did you know that was your 50th? That's impressive.
Good win. I think you're at 10 now. That's awesome.
Hey, that win was awesome.
10!
You know that's your 50th?
Oh, now you corrected it. It's 50. Yeah.
50 wins? That's amazing.
God
Hey,
damn.
then you can give me some setup advice?
Oh my god, what a dumbass.
50 wins. That's unbelievable.
Donnie Shot, you freaking screwed my career up by throwing me in the pack of wolves.
50 wins? Man, that's unbelievable. How are you winning all these races?
I don't know how I win these races. Stop. Thank you. My goodness, that was like everyone that submitted their video things for this game. God, that dumbass like, oh, you got 10 wins, and then he corrected. What a... Shows how much he's invested in my career. I don't know, this is fucking funny. Fucking Donnie Shots had a pitch in, it's too sad. I still have not forgotten what he did to me at the beginning of my career. Throwing me in the pack of wolves on just like the hardest difficulty, making me suffer. He's gonna get turned at least once. That's like the whole reason I'm even continuing this Let's Play, is just to get to World of Outlaws. I guess I could have done that way sooner, but I want the grind. We're going with top 5, and we're gonna go to Elm Creek and presumably win. Well, we're about like 4/10 up, so I guess this is gonna be a pretty easy dub. So there's nothing much to note on. I should have just done this all off camera then. Pull, dub, okay. Alright, I guess I gotta sit up in my chair a little bit and actually like try, because I lost the lead there. So we're not starting first. So I might be challenged a little bit. Starting on the outside though, usually the outside line doesn't really seem to work out too well at this track, so would ideally like to try to get to the bottom lane. Or I can try to split the middle. Kinda got to the bottom there. Got a bit of an opening. No. Alright, well, try to get to him. Or maybe not. I mean, he might just pull away from me. So, that's gonna be unfortunate. But hey, at least it's gonna be tougher. That's something. I'll take that over than just winning. I was fully prepared to just take a nap. But, yeah, he's hanging on. I don't even know if I can get to him. I mean, we're close, so maybe there's a chance we could do something. Try and get a really good exit up off the corner, try to diamond it. Kind of poke my nose in there a little bit. I don't know if we quite got an opening. I think we're spinning the tires too much in the center off the corner or something, because it really just feels like we're just sliding way too much. I would like to think maybe lap traffic could pose a threat, but lap traffic never really seems to affect the AI too much, at least at this track for some weird reason. So, I mean, we got closer to them, but none of them really seem like they were holding them up. So I don't think really much is going to change. We messed up that corner too much. Maybe not. No, yeah, we did. Never mind. White flag is out. And we're going to lose to an oddly specific 19 font that looks like a Joe Gibbs font. So that's kind of wholesome that's like Truex losing to his future car number font. So that there's something adorable about that. But we got second. It's probably good enough point day, because Thompson was nowhere near us. Not Thompson. Yeah, I guess there is 2 Thompsons, a Brett and a Mikey, so I was right. But he got 10th. I'm sure Cam's going to move up a lot in points, but we did good. I think that's... I don't think we got to worry too much on the point standing situation. Is Cam Jurgens even a full-time driver? I don't know. But we're still first in the standings by 6, so if he might be our championship threat this year, and it might be a little bit more harder than I thought to just pull away. It might be difficult after all. I might be proving myself wrong. Next up is a showcase of Kokomo. Usually Kokomo has always been really good for us, so either this is going to be really easy, or we're going to be like the best among the local drivers, and then, I don't know. We will find out. Got the gold time by about 2 or 3 tenths. Pretty good. I think we'll hit it in qualifying, assumingly. That's just our top 5 speed, though, so I think... yeah, it might be good enough. Didn't really hit the goal time on the first lap, about 2/10 off. This is a little bit better, but 8th place, so... not shocked just because we are racing with a bunch of higher-up people. So, Cam Jurens is in 11th, so Mikey Thompson's up there. I think even if we don't finish ahead of them, as long as we're within a few points, I don't think it's going to be all too bad. Starting second up on the outside here. I don't know if outside line's really going to work here. It worked really well at Fairbury. I don't know if that's going to work as well here. We get a good run up off of 2. Carried up into 3. Tried to not let it counter steer too much. It still happened. We got the lead, which is impressive considering this is a heat. I kind of threw it out the window in that corner. But, you know, world's worst dirt racer history of YouTube, you know, it's not surprising. I'm gonna try the outside again. Try to see if I can get a good enough exit. We do just that. Try to cut down low. Pretty close to being clear, I think. I'm not sure. He's still there, but get a good exit, and now we're good. Okay. And that's a dub. It took a little bit of effort, but not bad. On the outside for the qualifying dash, it feels like we were just saying that in the heat. I'm going to try the same tactic of run up high. I don't know if that's really going to work out, but it's worth a shot. Lost second place, but got the outside line to our advantage. Really good run up on the outside. Yeah, I was going to say we're catching Keith Brewster, but then somebody from the inside got by us. So, damn, Tierman. Yeah, he clearly fast. It's really hard to not try to counter steer while being up there, but moved up to second. We did get by Heath, but then we lost another spot, so it was kind of a net neutral type of game throughout all of that. Oh god, I was not expecting to be up on the outside. That kind of threw me off. Okay. And I guess we'll lose second place too. And third place as well. Isn't that frustrating, running the bottom lane, like the ideal lane here, and yet still get past it on the outside. It's kind of frustrating. I gotta watch out for the draft, though. That dirty air, I'm sure that messed me up in that corner. And that's B4, so... okay. It's gonna be tough. Well, I know the outside line doesn't really seem to work, but AI seem like they can't. I don't know why Jurgens kind of turned to the right there on it, sort. That was a little weird. But I'm trying it. Probably stupid for me to do that. But a great run up on the outside there. See if we kind of carry that momentum into second place. We do just that. Probably could nail that corner a little bit better, but you know, I'm the worst, so couldn't nail it properly. But now we're up to P2. Try to catch Tierman. I don't know if we're gonna have like a guaranteed yellow to kind of give us a shot to get by him or what. Street stocks doesn't seem like it happens a whole lot, so at least the caution aspect of it. So wouldn't be surprised if it just doesn't really happen all too much. But I'm gonna try to keep running this outside line, try to build up momentum up on the top. I screw that up, so I don't know. I feel like there's a very big reward to be gained if I can keep the momentum up on the outside. Because that was a really good exit. If I just, you know, hit the corner a little bit better. So I think it is possible. I lack all the skill to do it. Okay, new challenger, Heath Brewster in the mix of this. So now it's a 3-car battle. And as soon as I get up to the outside, then he takes the lane, and there goes Heath Brewster. Just driving right by us all. I smack the cones, and try to get back down the bottom, not hit the tires. And now we'll get by Heath. Now Tierman takes back the lead, so that was an interesting lap and a half there, watching all that kind of unfold. Now Tierman's kind of using my strat. Will it work out for him? Probably. And that's the con of me running up very high and then cutting down low. It leads to things like that happening, so that's the really annoying part with this track. Well, we almost lost third and fourth there for a second. Or at least second and third, I guess is probably the right terminology there. But screwed up all of that lap traffic now being a problem. Well, for the leader for a little bit, but not anymore. So, I mean, as a showcase race, I kind of expected it to be difficult, and it is. But points racing-wise, we're going to be really good in the standings still, so this is not a problem. I'm actually really surprised I got around Heath Brewster there. The leader's still a bit too far out the road from us, about 2 seconds. Keep trying to make the outside line work, hoping that maybe, you know, I can get better at it. But does not seem to be the case. So we're just going to keep complaining about it. And, of course, 22nd place has to just slide job right in front of me. How obnoxious is that? It's pretty obnoxious. My flag's out. We're like 4 seconds back from the leader. I think he's not even a local driver, so we are the highest amongst all of our localian plebs. So call me Justin Allgaier because we were the highest finishing regular. And that's going to be really good for points, so I think that doesn't really affect us all too much. Mike Thompson gets 6, Cam Jurgens 9, so once again we gain a stupid ton of points. So if we were able to gain that much in the last few races in last season, I think we're going to be probably fine on points. May not win a whole heck of a lot, or at least not as frequently. We're not going to sweep the season or anything crazy, but we are definitely going to have probably a stupendous point lead. Well, finally got to repair the chassis and engine, but other than that, we're pretty good. So, yeah, I don't know what really more to say. I think these 3 races kind of gave us a good feeling of, okay, Sterling County, okay. For the most part, we're going to get a good idea of what the season's going to be like. Because Sterling County was extraordinarily difficult. So I'm assuming, or at least with these cars, so I'm assuming that pattern's going to probably continue. I guess that's going to do it for this episode. I think next one we'll probably try to throw in a little bit more, just I was rambling too much at the beginning and such, but... oh, and we got Grant Parks. Yeah, 4 episodes next episode. That'll be no problem, because Grant Parks going to be easy, so... yeah, it's good. It's a good enough time to end it here. And then the part after that will be the finale. So 3 races for the whole season instead of 4. I like that. Cut it down a little more. Anyways, I am done. I will see you all in the next video of this street stock saga and all that. So yeah, see you all next episode. See you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.